Hey Mandy, today I'll be reacting to another internet historian video. This one's on the incognito mode channel. This one's AI. And I wonder if he's going to use any AI at all on this. Whether it be like art, or maybe he's doing the whole video using like an AI voice of him. Or maybe his guest will be an AI. Or, I mean, it could just devolve into just another D&D session. So, who knows? But yeah, AI.
AI. AI.
AI.
All right. Who's the AI? I'm tired of being accused of being the AI clone. You're the AI clone. Don't listen to him. He's the one. I don't know.
It's like Detroit Become Human.
Which one to shoot. Guys, I think it's
Oh,
me.
jeez.
Hey, man.
Don't talk like that.
Oh, no. I just noticed.
I think it's me.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The finger is here. The finger is here. Oh, this is like the first iteration of AI, right? Where the fingers were just all terrible and mutated.
Hey, man.
Don't talk like that.
Yeah. None of us.
No.
Guys.
The way they turn too is very creepy. I was gonna say like it looks like all the other hands are just using the same model, so it's
None of us.
There's also like one with like a messed up face as well. Yeah, this one.
Guys. I got a problem. How do I solve this?
Oh no.
It's you just click the. You just. Well, have you tried?
This is great already.
Bang!
So I guess it's just part of internet historians to include that as well, either from the beginning, because I know he did it in, like when he was underwater and shot the sub, or at the very end of the Fancy series where he just introduces another person and just this intricate weapon. In the field. Self-driving cars.
I just got distracted. I looked down. There was a video. It's like 5 minutes crafts.
Yeah.
And
Many
they're just going, easy way to cut a watermelon in half.
Oh no.
There's two people. One's on one side of a cardboard, one's on the other.
I don't like those type of channels or those type of videos. I see them from time to time on my Facebook feed, and it's just like, do people actually believe this stuff? It's so outlandish and so fake, and sometimes dangerous too.
They wind up the window.
It's so dirty.
The watermelon in half. This thing's fucking genius.
What they should do is they should put a knife on the top of it.
Oh, yeah. It was sharpen the glass.
Yeah, the glass should be like broken glass at the top of every car.
Okay, so I've got one for AI. Once fully self-driving cars are really here, commuting will become a much smaller deal.
Ideally, I mean that if everyone, which will probably won't be the case. Like, if everyone was able to get a self-driving car, then there'd be a lot less. I would hope there'd be a lot less accidents on the road, but that's just not feasible because you have to think about the people in all sorts of monetary brackets, I should say. Just because, like, a lot of them can't afford it, so, and then there's a lot of people that would just rather drive dangerously in the first place. So, yeah, it is what it is. try to avoid them.
Arrived at your destination.
Because if you can sleep in your car, then the commute isn't a problem.
Yeah.
So you buy the Cybertruck, you kit out the back like a bathroom, essentially, so you can brush your teeth and get ready for work.
Yeah.
You set off from your house at 5 a.m. Meanwhile, you're not even waking up till 7.
Yeah.
And you live like 2.5 hours away from the city. That's not a
Jeez.
problem. You live in the beautiful countryside, and that's just
That's too
part of
much
your
for me.
sleepy routine.
Yeah. Let's say you're making dinner and you're missing an onion. Your car has a full kitchen in it too.
Yeah, you just keep cooking.
You go to the supermarket.
When you get to the supermarket, a robot comes out with one onion.
Yeah, it gives it to you.
Yeah.
You tap the side of your forehead, pays it automatically.
Whatever happened to the VR shopping from, I think, Walmart? I think like they talked about it in another in the field video. Man, yeah, just I don't know if that took off. It sounded like it didn't take off because one, you need VR, and it just seems like a slower way to shop than just actually shopping online. Like if you're at home and shopping online, why would you want to do a virtual one?
In Bitcoin.
Which at this point is now the world's currency. Of course, the full kitchen, it's not built into the dash. It's just a series of wall sockets and a bench.
Yes.
And you keep meaning to like find something to screw it down, but you just haven't quite found the time.
Why do I always pick deep frying on these trips? Yeah.
Really should pick something else.
And then a bump happens.
Sous vide day.
Did you say sous vide?
Yeah. Or whatever. How's it pronounced?
Sous vide.
Even I know how to pronounce it.
Sous vide.
I've
I
never
suck at
seen it
pronouncing.
written. Then you're cutting up the onions in the back. You've got the automatic robot that's like sucking out the onion smell.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a small AI Roomba, cleaning up all the mess, all the grease on the ground. Do not trip over him.
Cybertruck 2, drive faster, please.
Oh no.
Cybertruck 2, I'm really getting quite late for my dinner date.
Put it in erratic mode.
Oh no.
Cybertruck, divert all suspension power to the accelerator.
Oh jeez.
Cybertruck, turn off all unsealed road diversions.
Oh no.
Just ignore all detours. Put full power to the headlights.
Oh.
Just blind everybody.
Oh, that's no different than like, I want to say like at least half the people on the road now, especially when I'm like driving at night. Is like those some people with those LED headlights is just so blinding.
Cybertruck, activate horn mode.
Oh no! I didn't bring my family a half slice of watermelon. And then you, Cybertruck, open up the sunroof, would you?
Oh no, not the water.
The sunroof's like a guillotine.
Oh, the fingers.
I cannot wait for the future.
The future's sweet. And the beauty is there's just 100 people on the road doing the same thing.
Oh, fuck.
It is going to be interesting because I don't give a shit about cars.
No, who does?
As a man, you know, there's kind of a primal like appreciation for big machine, but I don't care. To this day can't tell any cars apart. You know, like my Uber drivers like pulling up in a fucking a Demio. I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's going to be interesting because there's going to be a mix of people like you or I who just see it as a means of transportation, and so like a self-driving car with a fully equipped kitchen and goon station set up is going to be king, and we're going to look like fucking idiots on the road. But then you're going to have the car guys who they still want to drive their car, and obviously you're not going to be able to stop them. So there's just going to be this really weird mix of people on the road.
Okay, I've got two things. So first of all,
yes,
if I was a smarter man,
that's why like I don't know if self-driving, like in theory, right, it sounds fine, but like they said, there's always going to be people that won't want to drive a self-driving car, and there's a non-zero percentage of those people that are just dangerous drivers. So, and I'm not talking about just like a few miles over the speed limit or like 5-10 over the speed limit. Not like that. It was just like, I'm gonna turn without signaling or looking or anything. I'm just gonna turn now. Like people like that. It's just the red light's just a suggestion. I'm just gonna go through.
To people on the road.
Okay,
Those
I've got
people
two
are
things. So first of all,
dangerous.
if I was a smarter man, an engineer, you know what I would spend some of my time doing? Inventing a seatbelt for someone who can lie down.
Oh,
okay.
Because that'll, like, the reason you can't sleep in a caravan is because, you know, you might go flying around.
Can you sleep in a motorhome while driving? Although it's quite alright for a passenger to nod off while they're in the passenger seat, they shouldn't be sleeping or lying in beds on board. It might sound like the ultimate way to travel in comfort, but lying in bed while the camper van is being driven is dangerous and illegal. All passengers should be strapped safely in a seatbelt or approved child restraint while driving in a motorhome. Okay. I did not know that it was. I know it was dangerous, but I didn't know it was illegal. But I mean, I'm sure there's already safe straps when you're lying down, because don't ambulances have to like transport just patients while they're laying down? And I'm sure they're strapped securely.
The caravan's too dangerous. But if you could prove that, hey, well, I'm still strapped in even though I'm sleeping, that's fine. You get the patent for that. Everybody's got to pay you 3 cents or whatever the fuck for a seatbelt. Beautiful, you're ready.
And then you become the next Nintendo. Too soon?
What I'd do is I'd have the seatbelt but go from my groin
that's
up
gonna
over
be
my
painful.
shoulder and just hope like how you don't crash.
Yeah, Cybertruck, hit the brake, would you? I'd like to be bifurcated.
Cybertruck new to me.
Oh,
I want to be
jeez.
like that watermelon got caught in the windshield. In principle as well, like, if you've got these cars that can just react to everything, and you know that, like, it'll just slam the brakes as hard as it can to prevent someone getting hit, then there's going to be some real asshole pedestrians.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you imagine a freeway, and these computers can just react with millisecond precision.
Yeah.
And so you may as well just walk across the freeway,
like
and
I
if
said,
everybody
Detroit
has to hit
become
the
human.
brakes and they're all getting f***ed up in their cars.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my problem.
ChatGPT voices.
Is AI gay?
Yes. Is AI gay? Yes or no? Let's ask it.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. And it said, as an AI language model, I don't have a sexual orientation or characteristics.
That
If you
makes
have any
sense.
other questions, I hate that. This is the worst part. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
I just did.
Yeah, what do you think I'm here for? Although, I gotta say, you know what ChatGPT is good for? I chuck in an earpiece and I am talking to that thing an hour a day.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, but they have chosen to have 5 voices, and only one is good. And, like, okay, get this right. You're making an artificial intelligence. You're
I
trying.
think there's like an app. I forget what the name is. I know it's like in the Android store. Maybe it's on, like, you can use it on the PC as well. But I mean, I know there's like an app that simulates AI voices of like popular people and popular streamers. So I think I've seen. I don't think it's an app. It's like they like did an AI version of like Asmongold, and then they asked him like random questions, and it answered like how Asmongold probably would have, if I mean more or less. I mean not 100% like how he would answer it in person, but it was pretty entertaining.
to make it attractive to everyone. But the 5 voices that they've decided to roll out is 1, customer service lady.
Okay.
Hello, I'm calling about your current car insurance.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
2 is like a boy.
I want to be Spider-Man.
All right.
Oh.
Number 3 is also a boy.
No, I want to be Spider-Man.
Number 4 is like
That's a
a
teen-
teenage boy.
No, I want to be Spider-Man.
Is this a program for teenage boys that have no friends? And number 5 is like Scarlett Johansson.
From her.
You're just really ugly.
All right.
And that's fine, but everybody is going to choose that one because it's just the most pleasant voice. So you've given us 5 options and only one is good.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then with the Sky voice, you can't even select it. It's turned off at the moment. So you're stuck with
What?
customer service lady, and she's fine.
I heard the Scarlett Johansson thing was a bit of a legal shenanigan.
Yeah, I don't think they really took her voice and trained it off a whole bunch of movies.
and before internet historian AI voice, right?
They just went, oh, this lady also sounds like Scarlett Johansson. You don't want to do it, Scarlett? All right. We'll just get someone who sounds like you. Is that Simpsons, like,
Get me Steven Spielberg. He's unavailable. Then
Oh,
get me his
yes.
non-union Mexican equivalent.
good timing. They just added, like, 4 new voices.
Oh,
None of these are good either. Like, listen to this.
I want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man.
I want to be Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man.
They need,
Okay.
like, fun stuff. It would be so good if you could get Mr. Beast, and every time he treats it like it's a competition.
And he's screaming.
oh,
So what's
jeez.
like a good type of pine tree that goes in my region? We're here with 100,000 pine trees.
What kind of tree is a pine tree? I've got 10 million deciduous trees.
which one will be the timber that we use? You've got a million YouTube voices out there, and you're not going to have, like, Critical being like, hey guys, today, like, how's it going? I can see that you're trying to calculate how many miles to the moon. I think that's really rad.
That's so fucking long, man.
How about, like, Pepsi Max? Yeah. There's a
Pepsi Max, calculate the distance from here to the moon. By the way, sir, would you like a Pepsi Max?
It's exactly 4 million Pepsis.
AI marketing. I'm sure there's already cases of that happening right now, but the future with AI marketing just seems bad.
New stuff. You'd want Batman or something, like, to be like, yeah, I can tell you all about pine trees, kid, but there's a lot you wouldn't want to know. That's all right stuff, you know?
Yeah, you'd want, like, well, no, you want to be Batman, and you'd want it to be like Batman's little fucking. You want it to be.
Oh yeah, well they've got Robin.
Jiminy Willikers, Batman.
Yeah,
they already got that one covered.
AI gaming. Okay.
I have found a new use for AI. You put an earpiece in, right?
Yeah.
And then you play a video game, like one with like RPG elements. And
oh no!
things where you don't know all the mechanics.
that's the Cuphead. Was it the review? I forget what it's called, but it was like, I think it was like the IGN reviewer tried to play Cuphead and couldn't get past the tutorial, even though the directions were on the screen. So I think I streamed Cuphead like one time. I liked it, but I should get back to it because I never beat it. I think I beat the first area at most. I don't know.
It is so much fun. Like if you play Baldur's Gate 3 and then you pick up some item and you're like, oh, a dark mind? What does this do? Or like a brain in a jar? You go, I might use this later, maybe. I don't know. And then I just ask it. I go, hey, do I use this for anything? And then it goes,
no. Their only use is to fill out backstory elements to the game's narrative.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It's brilliant.
That would be so useful. Because in MMOs, RPGs, I like to hoard stuff. And some MMOs are worse than others. Like some actually tell you that some items are junk and it's safe to just toss away, which I like. But then there's some that don't really tell you if it's like fine to throw away, or maybe you might use it later, maybe. Probably not, but you might. that was always the thought, right?
Let's take away. I feel like it takes away some of the magic of a game like Baldur's Gate, but in another game, I feel like who gives a shit? That's great.
We go, my armor is like armor rating 14. What does that mean? Is that good?
Not to say this is a bad idea by any means, but you could also just hop on a phone call with me for like, you just have me in your earpiece for 8 hours and ask me D&D.
I mean, we can't, like, other people can't do that though.
Questions.
I tell you what, this is kind of sad. When
okay.
So
oh no.
I had my AI in my ear, and I had just asked it, "Where's Karlak?" Because I didn't know where she was on the map.
Oh, you rube!
It got through giving me step-by-step instructions like it was fucking Google Maps. It was brilliant.
Okay.
And then afterwards, I found it, and the AI goes,
That's great. I hope you enjoy the rest of your game.
Oh wow!
I went, thank you. I will, and it was kind of nice. I went, you know what? I will enjoy the rest of my life. That's sweet of you to say. That was funny.
Okay.
Ad time.
You gotta get segue.
Oh, I'm out of data on me phone.
Saily.
It's me, Saily Man. Take this. Phone data for 15% off.
Okay.
Saily.
Whoa, that's so generous. Wait, what's the product?
It's Saily, a brand new eSim service from Saily. And that data works all over the world.
Okay.
Whoa.
That's right, Mo. Saily works in over 150 countries.
Let's go down to South Sudan and help the people.
Oh no.
Boom! 15% off.
Thank you, Saily Man. Now I can afford to buy more gems.
What is his accent?
Crush.
It's not just for him. It's for anybody that goes to the link.
That was so generous, Saily Man.
Shut up.
Oh no.
I'm thrilled that I no longer have to deal with the telecom companies. May I please have international roaming data?
yeah, but we're gonna have to upgrade your plan to the next level, and then it's gonna be $70 a month.
Who voiced that?
Shut up.
The Saily signal. Look over there, Saily man. It's a mugging.
Not in one of America's vibrant cities.
Sir, why are you mugging that person?
I tell you, the cost of living is 15% too expensive.
See, Mo, the people need help with their roaming data.
Take this 15% off coupon.
Saily.
Thank you, Saily man. I'll never mug again. The only mugs around here, Saily man, are the telecom companies with their outrageous mobile data prices. So right now, you can go over to saily.com/incognito and get 15%. What? 15% off? What? At eSim. At saily.com/incognito. Ad over.
I do hope that if you go on the site, it explains what an eSIM is, like in detail, because it's kind of like I get the gist of it, but I would like the more technical specifics of it. So hopefully they have it. AI music. Oh, I hope they talk about the, what was it, the Sponge? Oh, I've heard like this artist, or was it an album of like SpongeBob rock songs? And I think one was like Plankton as well, emo Plankton or something like that. That sounded so good. But then you also have ones that aren't good. I think it was like what, Brad Tasted Music. He like tried to review an AI song and it got really creepy. I forget like the small details, but like it turned out creepy like after the stream and all that stuff.
Now, you had a thing that you wanted to show me, actually.
Yes.
What the hell was that?
So, I've been very harsh on AI art so far. However, there's something you need to know about me.
Yeah.
All of my morals go out the window as soon as I can make one of my friends laugh. Or a sizable YouTube audience. AI music is very funny. You can type anything into it and it will make the catchiest song you've ever heard.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
a song
true.
we made on my podcast.
Oh boy, my monitors have arrived. My posters on roll, it's gonna be a good
Yeah, it doesn't sound
time.
bad.
I'm twiddling my P-Norts to Bailey J.
Oh, no.
One finger in my to prove I'm not gay.
Right.
Did you come up with the lyrics?
Yeah, we just wrote like one line at a time, like taking turns.
Haven't left my boom cave for quite a while. Godless the troops, they can't do this in Afghanistan. One hand salute, busting in the promised land.
That's scarily good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
What is this called? Suno.com.
Suno.com.
I
Now, the
might try
other
that myself.
great thing about this is you can just write gibberish and it figures out how to sing it.
Wow.
I mean, that's not really gibberish though, technically. Like I thought he was gonna put in like random words that aren't words. At least this one you can actually hear like actual artists sing. Like I wouldn't call this gibberish, but I thought he was just typing like words that aren't words. So,
Bless the troops.
Okay.
I'm thinking we should come up with a couple of songs ourselves.
I think that's a good idea. All right, Mr. Kudos, welcome to the new studio. How do we make one of our own?
You can't say specific artists, which is good,
Okay.
but you can give it a few different prompts. Let me give you the...
I feel like if this is like a truly free service, I feel like I could spend hours with this.
official theme song of In the Field. 90s pop, piano, female singer. We'll just make that.
Okay.
Like I just generate 2 photos of a field.
Oh, wow.
Let's see what happens here. Alright, here we go.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
So stupid. Okay, maybe we go line by line. We'll do our own. There's a guy in the office here, and he's allergic to peanuts.
Oh, we've got one of those. That's your diversity hire.
He's looking at me, and at the moment he's not very pleased.
Should we just list things that have peanuts in them?
Chicken satay,
Snickers,
Reese's Pieces. Maybe I'm coming out of my shell,
and I'm doing just fine.
Yeah. Because it starts off with his fear of peanuts, but then by the end, he's like, no, I've decided to eat the peanuts.
That's not how it works.
This feels like back in the day where Michael Jackson was mastering Thriller. And there's everyone crowded around in the room, and they're like, yeah, change that bit, yeah. And add more chorus.
Oh, God.
So scroll back down. Okay, my doctor thinks I'm nuts, but that just can't be.
All the puns.
My life's too smooth to be chunky.
That's right.
You know what? Let's just shoot this one out.
Yep. All right, it's called Peanut Steve.
I'm allergic to peanuts. If I touch them, I'll die. Snickers, my throat closes up, men's. My throat closes up. I'm falling into Reese's arms in pieces. Is this pad thai peanut free?
Maybe like a Russian choir.
Oh, now it's
wow.
Does it taste like a peanut?
Oh wow.
Does it taste like a nut?
That's all right.
Here's the funk one.
Does it taste like a pea? Does it taste like a nut? And I feel like take shock when it reaches my gut. Stab me through the heart with an epinephrine dart. I'm coming out of my shell.
Holy shit.
That sounds pretty good. Pretty good. I hope I don't get claimed for any of this stuff. I know in some other videos I do get claimed for some songs, but
oh my god, it's so catchy.
Yeah,
I'm actually going to have that in my head.
That's pretty good. All right, let's make a new song. Here's on pitching. Going out to the club, having a few drinks kind of song. You know, like Black Eyed Peas Tonight's going to be a good night.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Generic in Duck Club.
Yeah, like that kind of shit. Yeah.
Instead of like get on the floor, like...
Get floor.
Yeah, okay, more nonsense, but yeah. Get floor.
This is the chorus. Tonight is going to be the evening of the night.
Yeah.
Now, ladies.
Now, ladies, put your arms. That's it. That's it.
I spy a girl. The whole club is here.
okay.
It's genius. Well, what if we just preview that and then see where we are?
Yeah, let's see how this is cooking.
Girls at the boys at the tonight is gonna be the evening of the night. All I wanna do is go.
That's crazy. If you threw
visuals.
this into the mix, I just wouldn't know that it wasn't real.
The
That's what my
visuals
friend
enhance
Jared
it.
did to his girlfriend, because I made a bunch of stupid songs and he just like played it for her, and I just casually like put it on the background, see if she'd notice. I don't think she did. For the record, I do not condone this.
I do.
Brain chips.
I know a lot of teachers, and the ones I know I like.
Oh, that's an old
man. 90% of teachers out there are just shit at their job.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad teachers, and that does definitely impact people's desire to learn. Do you think the next generation's f***ed?
No.
Okay.
Having a thing
No, would that be like bad teachers, or just because they have to follow like a certain curriculum, and otherwise, like, at least from my understanding is that they had to like follow a certain curriculum, and there's not a lot of wiggle room. So like maybe in terms of like different teaching methods, I don't know if they can do that. This isn't true with like every grade, right? Like more like some grades are more open and I guess more acceptable to various teaching methods than some, like college classes, for example. There's not a lot of wiggle room. They just lecture for the most part. There's like some smaller classes where it's more diverse and more different, but for like the hundreds of people, like with the classes with hundreds of people in it, is just lecture.
You can just like voice chat with and be like, right, so what's the deal with the area of a rhombus? And you talk to it, and then it tells you, and you go, I don't get it. Dumb it down, and then you can do that ad infinitum, and it will just keep dumbing it down for you until you get it.
That's working off the assumption that there would be a student who has the thirst for knowledge. I'm just going to be like, hey, how do I can't be.
I mean, depending on the age, like I would say like teens, they just have the thirst.
Yeah, do this and give me 80% the right answers, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's actually going to be fucked in that sense.
Okay, here's a scenario. First off, like let's say you could have a computer brain interface.
Yes. Okay.
But then, you're back at school, 50% of the kids and they want to learn, and then there's the 50% that don't. And then one half goes off, go to jobs and regular stuff, and then the other half, they can have like the universal basic income thing, right?
Yeah.
But the cost is I rent out the computing power of my brain because it's so much more efficient than any of the data centers. And then it's like you plug in for maybe 8 hours and they're like, yeah, cool, here's your check. And then off you go.
That is awfully dystopian.
No, everyone's loving it.
That's the most dystopian thing I've ever heard. And I love it.
If someone said to me, you can power all the AI robots, like domestic cleaning robots and stuff, but you don't have to lift a finger. You can effectively just play video games with one half of your brain and the other half is unconscious and just doing stuff. Hey man, sign me up.
I would have an augmented like limbs. I think having like a fucking sweet robot arm where I could like punch through walls and like run really fast.
No, another Simpsons.
I'd definitely do that.
Just superpowers, yeah.
Yeah, I want to be physically stronger, but don't touch the brain. I need that. Man, I already struggle to fucking discern reality from fiction as it is.
What's up to like think about like how will hackers be able to hack into your brain chip? Like it all depends on like the smaller details, but that's always like a worry, right? Like obviously it's like a random person, what are the chances, but I don't think it's zero.
What if it's just operating while you're asleep?
That's what I'm saying. It'd be terrifying. Like, do I fully have control anymore?
Yeah.
Or does the man have control?
Like what happens during dreams and all that stuff?
Oh, because they would never turn that thing off fully, even if you asked them to.
Yeah, it'd be doing like firmware updates just for the sake of security.
And it crashes.
And it would be reading like small parts of your thoughts to be like, okay, he's interested in McDonald's. We need to increase our Burger King sales budget.
Oh no.
What you want to do is you do whatever the rich people are doing. Because they would know. If none of the politicians and rich people were getting microchips, we definitely shouldn't be doing this.
I suppose.
Half the fun of being human is being like, oh, what happened with this thing here? And the other person being like, I'm not really too sure. And then even though you have the power to Google it, you don't. And you just say, yeah, that's probably what happened. That's most of my experience. Has been like, I think that guy died. Oh well, I won't look it up. Imagine how weird conversations would be if just everyone had brain chips like that, and you're going out, you're just having like a casual like brunch conversation, and be like, oh, what happened with that? Do you ever hear about Watergate? And then you just see the other person go like limp for a second while they like go into their mind palace and then come back like, oh yeah.
You know, like during a cutscene when like you're playing The Witcher and they don't register the other half of the environment, right? It's just where the camera is pointing. Only that is being rendered. And so every time the camera cuts to a reverse shot, the hair just bounces into the shot.
Yeah, because that's to resim.
It does that every time you have like a normal conversation. You weren't consulting the Mind GPT, were you? No.
God. What if that's the trade-off? We're like, okay, we're going to put brain chips in people, but we need some way to show that people are using them, because otherwise, people could be doing all sorts of sketchy stuff at all times. So the trade-off is when you're using it, you go completely limp. So it'll be like that. That's how you can do like
so
school
dangerous.
exams still, even though you've got the chip, because they'd be able to tell like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great, because you'd be like rock climbing or something, and you ask him, like, hey, what's 2 + 2?
Oh no.
And that's the end of the video. Alright, ChatGPT, write an outro for this episode of In the Field and play.
Well, that's it for today's episode of In the Field. Our boots are muddy. The mysteries of the internet are still, somehow, unsolved. And we've probably violated a few international laws along the way.
Did you really?
But hey, that's just another day on the World Wide Web.
Okay.
Thanks for watching. And remember, reality is just a loading screen. See you in the next one. incognito mode out.
That was fun. That was a fun video. It wasn't all AI, but I mean, the topic certainly was, but it wasn't like all done by AI voices, even though there was a segment with AI songs, which I probably will try after this, because that sounds like a fun thing to experiment with. If it's free to use. So yeah, that was also a good. He didn't go off topic, surprisingly. Like every single thing was loosely related to AI, which compared to the last one, which was cooking, different, very different, but still all good. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.